afternoon to one and all present here. I, Dr. Priya Muskeri, IEDC Faculty Coordinator, welcome you all to our workshop on Business Model Canvas and its fundamental session by Siddharth Nair, who is the founder and CEO of the company called Dreamer. Now I request Dr. Ramraju sir, Vice Principal, DSCE, to give a token of appreciation to the speaker. At the outset, I wish to thank our management, principal, vice principal sirs, all HODs who have extended their support to IEDC in carrying out our activities. IEDC, in collaboration with NISP, last year could achieve the following milestones. We had given seed money grant of 20,000 rupees to 17 teams. Now I'm happy that next month they will be having a showcase of the prototypes developed by our students who are guided by our own faculty members. Today we are here gathered to mark World Creativity and Innovation Day, which is celebrated on 21st of April every year, to mark or to tell the role and importance of innovation and creativity in developing mankind. The week 15th April to 21st April is marked as Creativity and Innovation Week across the globe. So today we have Mr. Siddharth Nair, who is founder and CEO of a company called Dreamer, with us, who will be sharing his expertise with our budding entrepreneurs. I hope all the participants will interact with him and make a positive beginning to their career, taking valuable inputs from him. Now, I wish to introduce our new joinee to IEDC, that is Ms. Saida Panay, who has joined IEDC as Assistant Manager, who will introduce the speaker of the day. Over to you, Saida.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much, ma'am. We have Mr. Siddharth Nair. Mr. Siddharth Nair is the co-founder and CEO of Exfinito Biodesigns and a partner and innovation strategist at Squids Design. He holds a bachelor degree in bioengineering and a post-graduation in medical electronics. His entrepreneurial journey started in 2012 when he was pursuing his master's. He was inspired by his mother's illness to create a medical device that could monitor vital signs and help in early diagnosis of health issues. This personal experience fueled Mr. Siddharth's passion for combining technology with healthcare. His first product was technically a neuromodulator stacked in a tiffin box, which was used by his mother for about 4 to 5 weeks, I believe. He incorporated Exfinito Biodesigns in 2019 while he was pursuing his PhD in medical device innovations at the Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore, where he met his co-founder, Ms. Suramya Asthana. The company focuses on gamified digital therapeutics and smart wearable technology to decipher the cognition signals. One of their star product or the flagship product is Zuron.ai. Zuron.ai aims to understand the brain better and develop solutions with wide-ranging applications in healthcare, sports, gaming, marketing and pharmaceuticals. He's also a student investment partner at Campus Fund. We thank you for accepting our invitation to be a keynote speaker for our session. Over to you.
Hey guys, we have a wireless mic. Okay, can you all hear me from here? Yes. No need of mic, right? Perfect. So guys, so as everyone has already introduced me, Siddharth and Zuron.ai. So just, I want to give you a 5-minute understanding about Zuron, because that is going to be our case study. So today in the workshop, we are going to build a live business model canvas for Zuron, so that everyone is in the same page. And so that you also see a product in hand, so that it's easy for you to create the business roadmap for the product. Okay, so now what Zuron.ai is. So Zuron.ai is a platform which deciphers the brain. The whole idea is, I don't know how many of you are from biology background over here, but brain controls your body directly or indirectly. Directly, your motions, everything is controlled by brain. Indirectly, there is an autonomic nervous system, which controls your breathing, heartbeats, etc., etc. Right? So that's the whole idea. Like if you look into brain, how could we resolve so many diseases that are there in the world. And I don't know how many of you know, actually we all are living longer these days. We all think vice versa, that our ancestors were living longer and we are this thing, but that's not true. Ancestors, they used to live, let's say 45 to 60 years. By the time they get disease, because there was no medical care, they would die, right? So technically 60. So their quality of life would have been poor for a year or 6 months at the most. But for us, we get diseases right in our 30s and 40s these days, right? Obesity itself is a pandemic. I am myself obese, right? And now if you see all this picture, it's a huge problem that we are looking at. And let's say if I'm living at least 85 as an average, that is what is currently going on. And if I start getting a disease at 40, that means next 45 years I'll be suffering with disease. Thereby whatever retirement plan probably I would drain in the medicine that I may have to eat to just sustain myself, right? So the whole idea was, how can we make people live longer, happier, without these diseases coming and hitting them? That was the thought process behind all these things. So we were like, we did a lot of pivots in last 4 years. We started in May 2019, but technically we started working in June 2020 during the pandemic when we got our first grant, Nidhi Prayas. And if you see, we started with the smart footwear, then we saw into genetics, we saw something. But in all the scenarios, one thing was not, kind of getting right. Why will people use this? Yes, it is benefiting them. Yes, it will help them. But why will they use it today? And we were not able to answer this question. And this is the most important question for us to answer. Why will the person use your solution today? Future, yes, you may improve, you may make a new version and everything, right? And that's when, actually my mom again got ill last year. And unfortunately this time she passed away. But during this journey, what I saw from July 2022 till November 2022 when she passed away, I saw a lot of more problems in it. I saw my solution could have worked, but it would have to be a little more different for her to work. It should have been a simple solution which can make sense, right? Instead of a complicated genetic test, data being given to them, how would it work? That was the whole picture. And that's when she was just about to pass away, I got the whole picture in place. And we pivoted. We had got investor money, we had got everything. We pivoted, because pivot is the most important thing in a startup. If you're not pivoting, if you're not listening to your market, you're almost dead. Rather we go and do a job, at least we'll have a monthly salary that will survive you, right? We pivoted then and there. I made my whole team realign the whole focus. And this time, you know what we did? We made a game. It's silly, right? Game and healthcare, right? Very silly. But our game is different. We are not focusing on game. Game can be anything. That's totally fine. But what we are focusing on is, how can this game be a phygital game? That is, a physical game in digital world, right? And how can this really be fun activity for the user to look into health, rather than just getting data all the time and trying to see ki, by chance AI will give you some answer ki why are you ill, right? So this whole platform right now that we have launched, which went live on 14th April, a week back, and which was unrevealed during the G20 Y20 summit in IIT Kanpur on April 6th. Whole idea was, how can it be simple? And the simple answer was a phygital game platform. So now what I mean by phygital is you physically play in the digital world. So now when I jump, the character in the game jumps. When I duck, character ducks. When I do action here, the character does game. For them, they are just having fun, either individually or playing with their folks, right, together. They're enjoying. But behind the scenes, the game is basically a visual and auditory stimuli to the brain. And what we are trying to look in is, when the stimulus is presented to the user, how did he or she respond to the stimuli? That is, we kind of look into their brain, we look into their body, we look into their brain and body coordination, all the three. Now with this, we got applications like crazy, right? Well-being, you talk about mental wellness, you talk about stress, depression, bipolar, the solution works. You talk about people having dementia, Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, diabetes, the solution works. You talk about education and how can you have an improved quantitative understanding of how did a person respond, it works. So it became a whole platform that could do miracle for us, right? So one pivot, just by observing, could actually change our whole thought process on how things can work. So what I want to do right now is, I want one of you to play the game so that everyone understands what the game is right away. And then we will do, so as I told you, we have so many applications, right? So we will just do one application live case where you are going to tell me what should I do. I am not going to tell you, yeah, this is what I have been building. No. You will tell me how the business model canvas will be built. Okay? So over the next 45 minutes or whatever we have, let's try to build a business model to understand how it is. Okay? Ready? So I need first one volunteer who could play the game and show it to all of you so that you get an idea what it is. Anyone? Don't worry, it's just fun. I'll not be telling you something.